Welcome back. Now there's loads of great dishes right here from the northeast. You've got Yorkshire puds, peace puds, and of course the Parma. Which one is your favourite? All of the above for me. Why not get in touch with us though on the show? Use our hashtag HolidayHub. Now let's go and meet the three teams with Stacey.
Hi, my name's Stacey and I work at the Bosty. The Bosty is part of Walker and it comes under the area of Newcastle. We work with children and young people aged 8 to 16 years. So today you've come here together to learn how to make Yorkshire puddings. The young people have also learned how to make the Yorkshire puddings as well, but I'm just going to demonstrate and tell you the ingredients that you need and the quantities that you need to put in. We're going to bring 3 groups of young people together and now we're going to have a competition using the same method. We're going to be using flour, eggs, water and milk. All the 3 groups will use the same ingredients and we're going to see who has the biggest Yorkshire pudding at the end. So this is how we make our own Bosty Yorkshire puddings. So firstly, we're going to get some flour and what you do is by using cup sizes. So it doesn't matter what size cup you use, as long as you're using the same cup to measure all ingredients. So first of all, we're going to pour our flour in. Making sure you've got a good cup size full. Then you're going to pour it into your bowl. Secondly, we're going to take the same cup and we're going to fill this half with water and we're going to top it up half with milk. So as you can see, we've now got half water and half milk to add into our flour mixture. Then we're going to add 2 eggs. So being very careful not to crack the shell in the bowl. I'm just going to crack 2 eggs. So really that is our ingredients all in. We've got 1 cup of flour, 1 cup with half milk, half water and 2 eggs all in the bowl. So we're just going to give it a good old whisk. Making sure it's all smooth and there's no lumps in. In the meantime, we've already put our Yorkshire pudding trays into the oven. You just drop a tiny bit of oil into each pan. Each cupcake pan that we use for the Yorkshire puddings. I'll show you the tray once out of the oven. And you need to preheat your oil till it's very hot. So I would recommend an adult help you with that part. So give your mix a good whisk. The more you whisk and get the lumps out and make it smooth, you're just adding air into the bowl to make your Yorkshire puddings rise that little bit more. So that should be all nice and done for you. So making sure you've got an oven glove or some sort of protection for the oven. I'm just going to open the oven door. And this is what your Yorkshire pudding tray will look like, making sure you put it on a nice hard surface because it is very, very hot. So what we're going to do is, we've got a tin with 12 cupcake sizes and we're going to pour some Yorkshire pudding mix into each one. Being very careful because the oil is really hot and can splash back. You're just going to fill each pan halfway full because once they start expanding in the oven, they will go very big. This mixture should give you 12 Yorkshire puddings and you're going to cook them for about 25 minutes or till golden brown on about gas mark 160. So making sure you pick your tray up with your oven glove on and popping it back in the oven. Once you've put your Yorkshire puddings in the oven, if you'd like to keep an eye on them, maybe they take about 25 minutes till they've risen. They will be a golden brown colour and nice and crispy. So it's been 25 minutes now and we're going to get the Yorkshire puddings out of the oven. I'm going to take mine out as well as the young people's, and we're going to have a little look to see how they've turned out. So we've now took our Yorkshire puddings out of the oven and we have 3 different plates. We've got Team A, Team B and Team C. And as you can see, the Yorkshire puddings are all different range and size, colour. Some have risen, some haven't risen as much, and some are nice and golden. So our overall winner is Team A. These Yorkshire puddings are nice in colour and have risen lovely. So that is the end of our Yorkshire pudding competition. But as you know, at home you can make these yourself. So if you can remember the ingredients, we used 1 cup of flour, we used 1 cup and used half milk and half water, 2 eggs and mixed it all together. Give it a good thick mixture, then pop them in the oven. But you must remember to preheat your oil in the oven prior to putting your mixture in. So I'd like to say thank you to all the young people for taking part. Hope you've enjoyed this, and why not have a go yourself?
Thank you, Stacey, and everybody else. There's some brilliant looking Yorkshire puddings. I am so hungry now. We're all about the food today, as if that's a bad thing. We're off to Sunderland next, where Lena and Andrew are making the turkey burger.
Hello, my name's Lena, and today we're going to be taking you through some easy recipes for you to do at home. This is Andrew.
Hello.
Our next recipe is going to be our pizza. So we've got everything we need. We've got the flour, we've got our yeast. For the base, we've got the tomato, garlic, and we've also got some basil, some mozzarella cheese, and some tomatoes. I've already weighed out 300 grams of the flour that you'll be using. So while I start to do the dough, Andrew can crack on with mozzarella.
Yeah, I'll do your topping.
So you just put your flour in. So
Yeah.
it's just so easy. You've got your flour, you just pop your yeast in there.
Get some salt as well, isn't it, Lee?
Yeah, and a tablespoon. So we'll just put a little bit olive oil in there, just to help it on its way, and some salt. We've got 200 mils of water. Have it tepid so it's warm, so as soon as it goes in it's going to react with the yeast and then it's going to start doing the dough. So I'm just going to make a little well in the middle and just pop the water in and then start to fold the flour, and then you get to start to knead the flour to make it into the dough ball. So I'll do that. Just make sure you mix it all around. All mixed. You will need to keep adding the water. If you need any more though, don't be scared to put it in, but just put a little bit in at a time, because you really don't want to mess it up right at the end.
Yeah.
So then we keep going. It's starting to get there a little bit more. That's all you've got to do. Just make sure all the flour and everything is mixed properly.
Yeah, we just want to get a nice ball, like a nice dough ball consistency, isn't it?
Yeah, I can bring that out now. I'm going to put the last little bits of water in. If I need any more, I can just go and get it. I'm going to flour the table, and then I'll be able to find out if I need any more to go into there. Kids, you'll enjoy this. It'll be full of flour, and you can just keep on going. I think I will add a little bit more water. So if you find you need water, just pop it in. And then we'll start mixing again.
What consistency do you think we need to get to?
To a dough consistency.
Yeah. It's basically what you're doing, stretching the gluten, isn't it?
Yes. We just work the dough really with the bread dough.
Yeah. Like Lena says, it's a good exercise, depending on what type of day you've had.
That would help. So I think that's about the right consistency. So this one will actually make you 2 pizzas. So we're going to split the dough. I'm going to pop it back into the bowl with a clean tea towel, and if you've got an airing cupboard or, you know, a part of the house that's really warm beside the radiator.
Or on top of the oven.
Brilliant, yeah. Anywhere that's warm. And then you'll find out it'll double in size. When it gets to that point, you're good to go. Right, so I think
For the topping for your pizza, what we have is 100 mils of passata. If we put that into the mixing bowl, and then if we've got either some raw garlic, which you need to crush, or some pre-pureed garlic, we need at least, say, a teaspoon. So if we add that, then we need some mixed herbs, which you should have in your pack. If we just give it a sprinkle. And then what we need to do is mix that.
We could even put a bit chilli in, or chilli
If you like it spicy, I do. So you can put chili flakes or some chipotle paste. So there we are, that's our nice topping. I think I'll add actually a bit of salt, not too much, and some pepper. We've got some mozzarella. So this is fresh mozzarella. It's actually a mozzarella cheese ball, and it's in the cow's milk. So what you need to do is just open the packet and then pour off the cow's milk. So that's the mozzarella ball there. Now you can either break it up by hand and pop it onto your pizzas, or you can slice it. I like to slice it nice and thinly so it goes over your pizza. You get more pizza coverage, so everybody's got a bit of cheese on it.
Or if you prefer cheddar cheese, grated cheese.
Yeah, any cheese you've got in your fridge, basically. I'm going to add cherry tomatoes, but you can add anything that you have in your fridge that you need using up. You can add peppers, onions, ham, pepperoni, salami, anything that you might have. But I'm just going to do some cherry tomatoes, some mozzarella, our pizza base, and I've actually got some fresh basil. The basil I'll not put on until the end, until the pizza's cooked, and then we'll add a bit of olive oil, but we'll show you when we get to that point.
So we're back with the dough balls. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to bring it round in a circle. You can do pizzas anywhere. We're going to be a rustic pizza today. You don't have to be perfect with it.
And we've got 2 balls here. You can actually make one large one if you've got a large baking tray.
So out of that, you know, the flour and the yeast and the water, so we're going to, if I mean for a family, I would say you would get a good 12-inch pizza. But if there's vegetarians in the house and you want to just split it, you can do that.
Some of you like it spicy, some of you like it with meat on and some don't. You can make 2 separate ones.
We can just put it there. And we'll get this one finished, and then Andrew can put the topping on. And then we're ready for cook.
like we were explaining earlier, you can be as inventive as you like with the pizza. You don't have to put the toppings that we're putting on. This is just giving you an idea. So, but I would always recommend using the base that we made. Put as much or as little as you like on. At this point, your mouth will start salivating.
Did you see it? You were watching us out the corner of your
I
eye.
was.
Oh, I think this is
is
one
the
of my
best bit.
favourite.
This is the bit that the kids will enjoy. They can put their own little stamp on it. So, like I say, I like cherry tomatoes and the mozzarella cheese. So we just dot them about. With your mozzarella, you can actually put it on in the slices, or you can break it up. Like so. That's just one mozzarella ball that we've used. And we're getting quite a bit out of it. But all this is fresh ingredients. And there we are.
Brilliant.
Once we have our pizzas ready and trayed, we pop them into the oven. If you pop them onto the top shelf, we pop them on about 190. Should take between 10 and 15 minutes to cook. Right, I think our pizza should be ready now. As you can see, that's nicely browned off. You can use a pizza slice, but if you don't have one of these, you can easily use a knife and cut it into as many portions as you like. I'm going to cut it into 4. So, through the centre, turn it round. Done. I have my plate there. I'm going to add some basil to it, because I quite like the basil. So you can just tear a bit off. You can shred it on as well. So on like that, and then a nice bit of oil, just a touch. And then transfer it onto our plate.
So a bit of freestyle, get those hips moving. We're on holidays somewhere. Salsa, across, together. Now the legs are staying the same, we're just adding those arms, yeah? Across. Have we got it? Polish that halo. Woo! Oh, we're having fun now. Okay, leg out, shaky, shaky. Legs, woo! 2 steps. Woo! Shaky, shaky. Flicks. 2 steps. Shaky, shaky. Flicks. Shaky, shaky. Flicks. Forward shuffle. Twist. Again. Woo! One more. Shaky, shaky. Flex. 2 pushes. Woo! Shaky, shaky. Shaky, shaky. And flex. Forward skips. Now I'm going to finish with an ole. One more. Ole.
Well, that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining us. We've learned so much today, haven't we? We've had boxing fitness, mindfulness, Yorkshire puddings, and even the turkey burger. Stay with us because tomorrow we've got even more. We've got HIIT training, stretchy clothes out for that one. You'll need a drink of water and lots of space, trust me. We've even got circus skills to learn, so even more space for that one tomorrow. We'll have some relaxing yoga to cool us down at the end, and then we'll be cooking a pizza from scratch. Sounds good. That's it for today. See you tomorrow.